What's up, guys? I wanted to do a video today, partly on this knife, and then also just on the subject of Chinese knives, and what I think they could be doing better. So first we'll start off with this knife. This is the Reich knife. I guess Reich made it, and then I forgot the other person that's involved with it. I think this person designed it. I'm gonna put all that on the screen about they designed it in collaboration with them, and then Reich produced it. But this is the Cybertrix M390, and it's the Model C. So they have three different blade shapes. This is the one that's kind of more pointier. Then they have kind of like a sheep's foot blade. But this is a blasted finish compound grind, very thin behind the edge. It's a liner lock, and I don't know if you can see there, it is on phosphor bronze washers. So that's one of the reasons I got the knife. It does have milling in the inside, steel liners, and then titanium scales underneath it. And as you can see, there's no visible hardware. That's because if you want to get into it, you have to take this thing out. This kind of flexes a little bit. This back spacer comes out, and then you can rotate the scales and undo it. I'm not going to disassemble it. Came very nice, perfectly centered. This is designed, or takes inspiration from a Cybertruck. That's why it's all silver like this. There are like sharp corners. They tried to knock them down some, but there are still sharp corners. So you do feel that sometimes in your hand. It's not the most comfortable, although it is a nice neutral handle that easy to grab onto, but just when you're actually doing it, this is more of a kind of a neat thing to have just as a collector, not so much a user. But as you can see, very good action on phosphor bronze washers. So if you know my channel, you know I'm a big proponent of phosphor bronze washers and washers in general over bearings. I'm team washers. But when you look at Chinese knives, go down, all the knives that knife YouTubers are creating, and other designers are getting made in China. They are literally all ball bearings. Like, you don't see any Chinese knife with washers. So this is like one of the only ones. Now, there are actually a couple other ones that I know of that have washers that are made in China. So Kershaw is this one, the Dividend, is on washers, and it's made in China. So there's one that I know of, or that I have in my collection. The James brand, forgot even what this thing is called. Let's see. This one is made in China. They don't say it is, though. But this one is on phosphor bronze washer. So that's two. QSP actually did a knife on the QSP Penguin on phosphor bronze washers. So very, very rare. But look, you can get it centered. It can have great action. It doesn't have to be on bearings. And then finally, we're all probably familiar with Spyderco's Chinese line. Their knives still come on phosphor bronze washers. So I know China can do it, but I guess they're just reluctant to. But these are 5, I guess, if you count this, Chinese knives on phosphor bronze washers. Please let me know in the comments below what other good Chinese made knives are on phosphor bronze washers. That's a challenge, because I don't really know. I would like to know if there's more. Oh, did you hear that? When it closes, it makes that ting sound. It's kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of the Winter Blade Works knife that closes like that. But yeah, This is a cool knife. It will be moving on just because I got to move some knives out of the collection. But it just got me thinking. I wanted to do a video before it left on Chinese knives and not using phosphor bronze washers. So I know they can do it, but why they don't do it, who knows? Because knives on phosphor bronze washers or even Teflon washers, they do sell. Chris Reeve knives, Harzy blade folders, phosphor bronze washers, Striders, Hinders. You can sub out the bearings for washers. So there is an American market, and if you look at Spyderco's line in general, very few of their knives are on bearings. So when a knife is on bearings, that's actually the exception for Spyderco. And Spyderco is a hugely popular brand. Same with Benchmade. Benchmade is all phosphor bronze washers, except for maybe a few I can't even think of. I know that the Anthem was on bearings. I can't think of any more. But so American-made knives come on washers a lot of the times. And yeah. That's all I have. See y'all in the next one.